You brush your teeth every day, twice a day. Maybe you even floss. You visit the dentist. And still, cavities happen. Now here's something strange, something that makes no sense. Your ancestors never brushed their teeth. Not once. Not ever. No toothpaste. No floss. No dentists. For hundreds of thousands of years. And yet, their teeth were almost perfect. Barely a cavity in sight. So how did people who never cleaned their teeth beat you at keeping them healthy? The answer isn't luck. And it isn't better genes. It's hiding in your kitchen right now. Let's map the strange story of why our ancestors didn't get cavities, and why we do. Because this isn't just a fun fact. Once you understand it, you'll see your own teeth completely differently. And stick around, because one group in history had the worst teeth ever recorded. And it was the rich, not the poor. We'll get to why. Let's go back to the beginning. When scientists dig up ancient human skulls, they expect a mess. Instead, they find something shocking. Rows of strong, straight teeth, worn down, but healthy. Cavities were incredibly rare in early hunter-gatherers. Some ancient populations had almost no cavities at all. Compare that to today, where nearly everyone gets at least one. These people had no brushes, no paste, no idea what a dentist was. So what were they doing right? Without even trying? To understand it, we need to meet the real villain of this story. Cavities are not caused by dirt. They're caused by bacteria. Tiny bacteria live in every human mouth. They always have. One in particular loves one thing above all else: sugar. When you eat sugar or starch, these bacteria feast. And when they feast, they release acid. That acid slowly eats away at your teeth, drilling tiny holes. Those holes are what we call cavities. So the real question isn't, did they clean their teeth? It's, what were they feeding the bacteria? And the answer changes everything. Quick pause. If you're already learning something new, hit subscribe, because this channel maps the hidden history of your own body. Every subscriber helps us keep uncovering it. Okay, back to the mouth. Picture the diet of an early human. Wild meat, fish, nuts, seeds, roots, tough, leafy plants. Notice what's missing: sugar, bread, soft, processed food. Their food was rough, fibrous, and hard to chew. And that toughness was secretly cleaning their teeth. Chewing fibrous food scrapes the surface of the teeth as you eat. It also produces lots of saliva, your mouth's natural defense. Saliva washes away food and fights the acid that causes decay. So every tough, boring meal was like a mini teeth cleaning session. The bacteria were there, but they were starving. Without sugar and soft starch, they simply couldn't do much damage. Our ancestors weren't cleaner than us. They just fed their mouths differently. But there's a second secret hidden in those ancient skulls. Their jaws were bigger than ours, noticeably bigger. Chewing tough food for years builds a strong, wide jaw. And a wider jaw means more room for every tooth. Their teeth sat in neat rows, with space to spare. Even wisdom teeth fit perfectly, with no crowding. Today, our soft diets give us smaller jaws. That's why so many of us have crooked teeth and painful wisdom teeth. Braces, in a way, are fixing a problem our ancestors never had. Soft food didn't just cause cavities. It reshaped the human face. Now, did ancient people do anything for their teeth? Actually, yes. Just not what you'd expect. They didn't brush, but many chewed on soft twigs. They'd fray the end of a stick until it was like a little brush. These chew sticks scraped the teeth and freshened the mouth. People used them across Africa, Asia, and the Middle East for thousands of years. The ancient Egyptians and Babylonians used them too. Some cultures still use them today, and they actually work. There's even evidence Neanderthals used tiny sticks as toothpicks. Poking between their teeth to ease sore gums 500,000 years ago. So the instinct to clean was there. The tools were just simple. But here's the truth. It wasn't the sticks that saved their teeth. It was what they weren't eating. Then, about 10,000 years ago, everything changed. Humans discovered farming. For the first time, we grew grains, wheat, and starchy crops. It was one of the greatest leaps in human history. It let us build villages, cities, and entire civilizations. But our mouths paid a hidden price. Those grains broke down into sugars right in the mouth. Suddenly, the bacteria had a feast that never ended. And in ancient skeletons, scientists can see the exact moment it happened. Right when farming spread, cavities exploded. The same teeth that were nearly perfect for thousands of years started to rot. We traded strong teeth for a full stomach, and we never looked back. But the worst was still to come. Remember the group with the worst teeth in history? Here they are. When sugar became cheap and popular, tooth decay went wild. And at first, only the wealthy could afford lots of sugar. So the richest people developed the rottenest teeth. In some eras, black, decayed teeth became a status symbol, a sign you were rich enough to eat sugar all day long. Poorer people, eating simpler food, often had healthier mouths. It's the complete reverse of what you'd expect. The wealthier you were, the worse your smile. Sugar had turned a symbol of luxury into a mouth full of decay. And there's one final twist most people never hear. Our diet didn't just damage our teeth. It changed the bacteria themselves. Scientists studied bacteria trapped in ancient hardened dental plaque. In early humans, the mouth had a rich, balanced mix of bacteria. After farming and sugar, that balance collapsed. The acid-loving, cavity-causing bacteria took over. Our modern mouths are less diverse and more prone to decay. We didn't just change our food, we changed the tiny world living inside us. So here's the strange place we've ended up. We brush, floss, and use more dental products than any humans in history. And we still fight cavities every single day. Our ancestors did the opposite, and barely had a problem. The difference was never really about cleaning. It was always about what we put in our mouths. Brushing helps, but it's fighting a battle our diet created. Your toothbrush is trying to undo what your snacks keep doing. Now, this doesn't mean you should stop brushing. Please don't. Modern hygiene and dentists save teeth every single day. But it does reveal a simple truth our ancestors lived by. Less sugar. More real, fibrous, natural food. Your teeth were built for a tougher world than the one we live in. From strong jaws chewing wild roots, to soft snacks and endless sugar. The story of our teeth is really the story of how our diet changed us. Our ancestors didn't have a secret trick. They just had a simpler plate, and their smiles paid them back for it. So the next time you brush, remember, the brush is only half the fight. If this changed how you see your own teeth, subscribe to OriginsMapped. We map the hidden history written into your body, where human history begins. Like the video, turn on notifications, and tell me in the comments, would you give up sugar for perfect teeth? Thanks for watching.